Bonjour, fellow people. I'm eating a sandwich, so forgive me. But let me swap over. There's that. Oh, you're not your little taped gremlin.
Oh, oh, hang on. I'll fix it. Don't worry. Oh, it's making me log in. Now!
I also need to turn down this lo-fi. There we go. I just wish I could have the music playing there without having to... Wish I could have the music playing there without having to, like, listen to it myself.
Mm-hmm. I love your little guy. He's so cute.
Thank you, Bubble. Appreciate it. Let me eat my sandwich in peace, please.
Never. There's no peace for you now.
Oh, I need to swap my stream deck over to my stream mode. I am Maramanov almost just hit my end stream button.
No!
No peace. Only war. I like causing problems. Always.
Is that why I'm taped to the walls? Because I cause problems?
Yes. Just don't cause problems. You brought it on yourself.
It's so much fun. It's fun.
You brought it on yourself.
At least I don't choose wires, you know? I could choose wires.
You could, but why would you do that? What sandwich am I eating? It's a turkey breast, pepper jack, lettuce, and sourdough sandwich with mayonnaise, salt, pepper, mayonnaise, horseradish sauce, and salt and pepper. Yeah. I make top notch.
Really good.
Thank you. I make top notch sandwiches.
You really do.
Like, if we ever went to like TwitchCon or something, and we we all met up somewhere, or we got a bunch of people, had like a party in a hotel room or something like that, and I made food, I'd either be making pasta, bomb pasta, or I'll make sandwiches. Because I love, pardon me, I love cooking. So, because cooking is fun, it's delicious. Actually, I'm going to...
I would like to go to TwitchCon sometime. It'd be fun to meet people.
Oh, shoot. Let's see. I'm actually going to do this right now. Oh, it didn't copy the link!
Val?
Did you say Balloon Val?
Can you be Balloon Val, is what Bubbleberry said?
What do you mean Balloon Val?
I don't know. Is there a model for that?
No. There's no model for that. So the only thing I have that is I have Balloony Val, which I don't know if you've seen Balloony Val. Where?
Is that your profile picture?
It's
Oh.
Balloony Val. Oh yeah, there is that picture of so so the very first, the heck was that? What was that? Who threw that? Is there something I'm not aware of?
Oh, someone might have cleared the
They shouldn't have. That would have been much more violent.
You never know.
Is that the Sassy? I can't believe it. Also, my Twitch throwing system is borked. It's horizontal for whatever reason, and I don't know why.
What happened to your tits? What did you do to them?
They're showing. Oh no. It's Tony!
No. On stream?
Oh, thank you, Tony! Oh.
Aw.
Thank you, Tony. I want to change my... Oh, I fixed it! I fixed it! Okay, we Gucci.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Mikey! Mikey, I want to do more collabs with you, because I need, like, one college student to another There we are. Not to mention, I've been debating whether or not to bother Teo on whether or not they'd be interested in coming back on the VOD, but they've been very busy recently, and I don't want to bother them. They look like they're having a good time. So, you know. Heck yeah. Hit you up anytime? Heck yeah. I know what inflation is. I'm not the young innocent child I was in high school, and I was very innocent. Thank you, Tony. Oh, also, oh my goodness, the sound alerts are cover your face.
No, I'm being silenced.
Also, guys, in case you didn't see in my server, I have your... Thank you, Automod. You're welcome.
Oh.
In case you didn't see in my server, and I'll make a post on Twitter about it, I started printing the Val posters.
Ooh.
So, I might just bite the bullet and tell people, hey, to you guys who earned it, if you trust me, that's wonderful. Trust me enough to know for you to send me your address so I can personally send you the posters. You know, that'd be wonderful. If you don't, it is completely okay. I'm trying to find an alternate way to send it, but it's just one of those things where it's like, if you trust me enough to send the poster to your address, I'm gonna pay for all of the shipping. You will literally pay nothing. Not to mention, you'll know where I live, so it kind of goes both ways. So
the maximum amount of trust between people.
Exactly, but I mean, if somebody showed up and if somebody showed up and was like, hey, Val, I know where you live and I'm standing outside your apartment. And I'd be like, oh wow, I've made it. I have a stalker. Firstly, thank you. Secondly, please leave before I call the cops. So, it's a... Oh, wrong one. I do not want to... So, I have folders for my for my images. And... Like...
Oh no, what kind of images were you about to... Huh?
So, I have a couple folders. So, I have all the just my main Valpics in just what's called the Valpics folder. And so, within the Valpics folder, there's subfolders. So, one of them is all of my Mome, like Blue Archive or whatever, little meme guy that looks like this. Where is it? It's that little guy.
So hi, Joe.
Can I help with some color adjustments?
Oh, that's so cute.
I'll let you know, because it did run a little bit on the darker side, but the resolution was perfectly fine. That reminds me, when I bought my drawing tablet from a fellow streamer, it also got stickers from another. I was like, oh crap, yeah, that feeling. I will hydrate. Vulpix, Valpix, hell yeah. Number 1, thank you for showing interest in me. Number 2, racks the slide of a shotgun. Hey, this is a constitutional carry state. That, and I want to preface that that means that in a state that is constitutional carry, that means that you are legally allowed to carry a firearm in public without a concealed weapons permit. But there's still laws to what you can carry. You can't carry like an AR-15 out in public. But if you have like a handgun on your waist for self-defense, or you have a shotgun in your car, that's not illegal. So, surprisingly, gun crime is not huge in my state. Go figure. Not the point. Going back to the other thing. So there's the... Thank you for all that. There's the Mome thing, the little schmoovin guy. There's a file folder called Other Pics, which it's like stuff that other people have made, or just miscellaneous items. There's Val stickers, so all the stickers I'm getting made by a specific artist are in there. And then there's 2 more folders right next to each other. One says Tony work, and the other says Spicy Valpics.
Oh.
and I accidentally clicked spicy Val picks and instantly was like, wait a minute, because I just glanced over at it because it's on a separate monitor and I clicked that double click. I'm like, wait a minute, no, and I instantly hit back, and so now I'm like, I don't want to share that on stream. And thank goodness I made sure to like keep that down. So the OG file is set in an RGB format rather than a CMYK. Oh, really? Well, if you think if that'd be better for if CMYK would be better for printing, let me know. What if I just wanted bear arms? You can get bear arms. Spicy Val picks? Hell yeah. I blame Mims. Blame Mims. Yeah, I mean the stickers, which I'm including when I send all the stuff out there. I'll also send a pack of 7 stickers with it too, Val stickers, like where like one of them will be this little guy right here. Where is he? Will be this little guy right here. Isn't he adorable?
Oh my god, one of my favorites.
It's so cute. I just realized I need to open up your stream on my end so I can watch you.
How does one get that sticker? Because I love it. I want to add it to my sticker book.
Are you talking about you want like your own art of it, or like you want your own
that Val sticker?
That specifically? I mean,
if I can,
I'd have to send it to you.
How much would I have to pay you?
None. So
I feel like you deserve money though.
I didn't do any of the work. That's Mims that did all that. So that little guy's adorable.
It's a cute fucking. That's one of my favorite.
Like here's another
of Val.
Here's another wonderful little one. I just realized the friend is taped to the wall. I was wondering why. I finally saw the mouth move.
Yeah, I kept chewing on wires.
Oh my word! It's Kevin. From the very start, no one has stood up. What is? I must. From the very start, no one has stood upon the heavens. Not you, not I, nor even gods. However, that intolerable vacuum has come to an end. Henceforth, I shall stand upon the heavens. Good for you, Kevin. Smoochum escaped. Aw, man.
Oh no.
I don't know what that's from, but that's a cool quote. Maybe if I... let's see.
Yeah, Joe, this is a very peaceful game. I'm glad you like it.
I don't know what that's from. Bleach? Oh, I haven't seen Bleach. I haven't seen the Bleach. But, okay, so yeah. Those are the stickers.
I heard that the remake is better.
Oh. Oh. And there's also this little guy. Look at him. He's just a little guy.
Oh. These are all so cute.
Also, Kevin, how is my favorite, Dutch VTuber? And while I could say Merryweather, sorry, Kevin. Or wait, sorry, Kevin. Sorry, Mary. I know Kevin more than I know you. And Kevin is cooler. Mary, if you're ever watching, please just know, don't worry, it's not serious. It hit me. I'm just kidding. Anywho, here is the poster. Here's the poster that's being sent. So,
ooh,
here's the poster that's being sent. For those who Mary and the cooler Mary. For those that donated during the whatchamacallit stream, the donathon I did back in December, they'll be getting this for free. And once I do another donathon coming up, I will do that again, but I'll make it much lower. So it's like, if you contribute like $10, you'll get the poster or something like that. Maybe 15. So I want to make it affordable. Yet I want to make sure that people, not people, don't want to make sure people, but like, you're not Dutch. I thought you were from the Netherlands. Where are you from? Denmark. Why did I say Netherlands? I'm sorry. That's embarrassing.
Just got it on your brain.
Wait, so would you be a Dane? Danish? That's right. Danish, not Dutch. Ah. That is... Yeah, but, like, I want to make sure that I get people's stuff right. You know?
Yeah, I understand.
All right.
People flub, you know? It happens.
It's time for us to play something. Because that's why you wonderful people are here. And thank you guys for coming and joining me. And joining me and Willow. You know, since I'm doing this whole new, like, schedule change, it feels much more liberating. Because, like, getting to stream on my own time without feeling the stress of following a schedule, it allows me to be much more creative, at least in my eyes. It allows me to be much more creative with my streaming. And the thing is, oh, yay! Tony sent me CMYK uppies. Perfect. Cyan, magenta, yellow, or, actually, I don't know what the K stands for. But back to another point. Oh, it makes me very... Oh, K is black. Okay, that makes sense. Because B would be blue. Delicious. Yes, Silver, we are! I can't believe it's thee, Silver the Raccoon! Silver, have you been, playing with, Hive at all on Minecraft? Because I'm popping into some of Hive's streams in the background, and I should be saying more and talking. I'm just really bad. I'm a live streamer. I'm also, like, the worst at talking on streams, like, messaging on, or commenting.
I'm a chronic lurker.
Yeah, I'm too afraid. I'm just too afraid.
For me, it's usually because I'm doing other stuff while also listening to my streamer people in the background.
Uh-huh.
So I know I'm going to lose track of the conversation. So.
Yes, Hivesets. No, I don't have a PC and they've been playing Java. Oh, I see. I'm bad at talking on stream, said the voice man. Well, I mean, it's... Oh!
Baby dove. What?
Yes, Sassy is awesome, and like I'm really excited. That's another thing. I actually made the commitment of. Excuse me. I actually made the commitment of finally turning, or like not doing my VO shows anymore that are just out in the open VO shows. You're bound to Bedrock? I'm a lurk Okay, we're not talking about being a viewer in terms of are you a lurk bottom or a lurk top? Or are you a lurk switch? Does it depend on the day? This is not how we're referring to streaming, to being a viewer.
Why not? You don't want to have this sort of flavor of conversation after I broke your worldview last time?
That was... We don't need to talk about that. You may boot up some Power Wash yourself? Ayo. Honestly, you know what? I wouldn't mind doing like a community night where I play Power Wash with people in my server. That could be fun.
You should.
I never thought about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a British game because it says tire with a Y. Fun fact, there's a Lethal Company clone that looks like Minecraft. That doesn't surprise me. A lurker switch is someone who says they're lurking but keep yapping on chat.
So me, I see.
Sure, Miss Bed Bouncer. Alright. Dang. Willow, you got called out. How do you feel?
We're never gonna forget that. You know, I actually looked her up, and she's married now.
She's
I'm pretty
bouncing
sure that's the
beds for
dude.
her hubby. That's nuts to think about. Dang bed bounce. Oh. Oh. Oh, Silver. I can briefly bring it up, and then we're not gonna go back to it, that conversation. Oh, but on a
Go
side
ahead.
note, before I forget, yeah, no, Baby Dove who followed you, they also go by Sassy. Very good VA.
Cute.
Very good VA. I love working with them, and I'm really excited to like call upon them for more stuff because, as I said, I'm not doing any more
Ooh.
open VO shows, meaning I'm not going to basically do events anymore. That's just like, hey, anybody can do this. You just have to record and submit it. I'm not doing that anymore. And instead, all the events I will do going forward, it will be basically submission-based auditions.
Ooh, okay.
So, Forever Forget. Oh, thank you. Your good, reliable talent is hard to find. The thing is, as I do more of this, that's why I want to start a Patreon so I can start funding these, funding and paying for the voice actors' talents. Because I understand it can be, like, doing voiceover is fun, but when you can get paid to do it, that's when it starts to become even better. Because people who genuinely love what they do and they get paid to do it often give the best performances or work. A crabster, everyone in the community seems pretty cool. Are you talking about like VO or just like in my server? The crabster is here. Ah, thank you, Amon. Val, no, don't you have to? Why do I even bother? Wait, what? Did I miss something? Also, what's up, Amon? It's always wonderful to see one of my favorite German little guys in chat.
Also, weren't you going to explain?
Thank you, Amon. So for those that don't know, there is a thing in popular Mormon lore or pop culture called the fabled soaking. Now, for those who are not initiated or acquainted with that, the fabled soaking. The idea is that a lot of, like, Mormons, they're very chaste individuals, excuse me. CHASTE. That means that they don't have sex. They abstain from that until marriage. They value chastity, which is completely fine. I'm the same way for the most part. Don't look into it. And the thing is that, like, I know it's okay. Oh, I'm still saying it for those who weren't here last time. You're just Ace. I'm glad. Schmozer! There's another one of our wonderful German peeps. I will hydrate. It's a Pepsi Zero, but I also have an entire thing of water in my wonderful Vod Yeti.
Ooh.
So, yeah, it was a birthday gift from Nova. It's like a little 16 ounce. I think it's 16 ounces. It's a 16 ounce tumbler. Oh, it's 20 ounce. It's a 20 ounce tumbler. It's a Yeti tumbler, and it has the VOD like laser etched into it.
Ooh, wow, that's nice.
Mormons are a little freaky sometimes. You can say that again. Oh, I need to turn Willow Stream back open. There we go. The VOD tumbler, which honestly I'd love to talk with Nova, with the company he works at, because that's something they do. I'm like, I would not mind getting VOD tumblers to sell as merch. I think it'd probably be like 20 bucks. It'd be like $20 for it. maybe 25 including the shipping. But it's a very well made tumbler, and I use it every day just for I only use it for water. Also, thank you, Prairie, for that wonderful jab there. Oh, but yeah, soaking. So yeah, the idea is that to circumvent the whole chastity thing, the whole idea is that they will get undressed, and they'll have some third-party individual come over and basically plug them in, so to speak, like you're plugging in a vacuum cleaner into a wall. And how, like, when they do that, that way they didn't actively choose to do it, somebody else did it, and then the other person will basically hop up and down to bed to initiate movement. So, yeah, that's what soaking is. I certainly hope I don't have any underage viewers.
Thank you for the follow.
Prairie, you can say your things about me, but certainly don't say them about Willow.
Oh.
No,
What?
don't. They playfully joke and jest
Okay.
toward me. I heard about that, but didn't hear about what it was called. Yeah, it's called soaking, because the idea is okay, cool. The idea is you put it in and let it sit there. You let it soak, so to speak.
Oh.
To the unfamiliar eye, it's like, or I guess the uninitiated, it's like, yes, we'll just put it in there and let it marinate. I guess this is what sexual intercourse is. Yes, this is what the adults do. As you have like two 19-year-olds doing it for the first time like that, and like, so this is sex? Huh. I don't understand what the craze is.
Oh my god. I'm wholesome? Oh, thank you.
Also, Jesus Cristo.
Sweet of me.
Hell yeah.
You hear that? I'm wholesome.
Hell yeah. Are you not wholesome?
I just haven't been called wholesome in a very long time.
Alright. You put that W back. Aw, dang, I didn't even see the Oricorio. I've never seen that Pokemon. I don't know that Pokemon. Oh, I didn't see that comment, Tony. Demi leaning, but I've never been in a relationship with anyone to really know. That's fair. Excuse me. Anticlimactic. Yeah. That's what it is. Sex is just, it's a disappointment. It's a means to an end.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with Phantom about it, and he's a very interesting fella when it comes to that, because he's like, lingerie does not do it for him. Because for him, it's like he's like if somebody's trying to be sexy, it's not sexy, or something like that. And so, like, when we were talking with him about it, we're like, but what if somebody just is already sexy and they put on lingerie? And that kind of fried his brain a little.
I love that. Okay.
So, it was really funny to say the least. I thought I could trick mobile Twitch chat.
Oh.
A disappointment like your model? Yeah.
Aw. Aw.
Hey, yeah. But they're engaging, so I get the engagement stuff on it. So you know, I have a line.
Yeah, listen, I'm delicate. I cry easy. Please be nice to me.
Yeah, I don't think they'd ever do that to you.
Please.
farming the engagement. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's picking up all that grime. Willow's profile pic is when she asks you not to be a dumbass. Honestly. But yeah. But yeah, it was just a funny conversation of just like, and then he's just like, as a parent, he's just like, you know, planned relations, if that makes sense. They're just, it doesn't appeal to him. Which I thought was an interesting take. But in his mind, it was, in his mind, it was very much as a new parent, he doesn't have time for a lot of stuff now. And like, yeah, that just comes with being a parent. And so,
unfortunately, yeah.
But the time goes by quickly when you're a parent, surprisingly. So,
quick, if I'm being honest.
What was that?
It goes by so quickly. One day they're a little baby, and then the next day they're going off to fucking college, and you're like, where the fuck did my baby go?
Well, it's like, with my niece that I helped raise for like 3 or 4 years. I hadn't seen her, like, I hadn't really seen her since I left for college back in 2021. And
Ooh.
like, she was still very much like a, you know, an awkward like little 4-year-old. Or wait, she was born in, was that 2015 or was that 2017? I thought she was born in 2017. Maybe it's 2015. Regardless, when I saw her for the first time in those years, it was, yeah, so she's about 9 now, almost 9 years old.
Oh, wow.
And like hearing her just like, last time I saw her, it was very much like a small child, just a small child trying to talk to you. And, you know, small children just, they don't speak well. It's very awkward, and they have trouble forming sentences, like complete sentences, coherent sentences, and all that. And so, having a full-fledged conversation with her, where the last time I talked to her, I'm like, so how was your day? Are you having a good time at preschool? Yeah. To like, how are you doing, kiddo? She's like, I'm doing fine. I'm like, what the heck? What is going on? I don't like this.
Wait until we get to the moody teen years.
Like, I can deal with that. But it was just like, because the thing is, I'm acquainted to it at this point, but it was just it was the whole, like, I buzz or I shave my head by choice. I can grow hair on my head. I want to make that clear. I can grow hair on my head. I do it because I like it. It's easy to maintain, not to mention, with a lot of the work I do, it's just easier to have when you work outside. And so, I had recently shaved my head when I went down back home. And so when she saw me without hair on my head, she looks at me and she's like, I don't know if I can get used to you with the bald head. And that was the first thing she said to me.
Damn.
In 4 years. The first words out of her mouth. I don't know if I could get used to you without hair. I'm like, well, excuse you.
Kid sniped you, man.
Yeah, well, kids are just brutally honest. Like, I was so taken aback. How is school? It was there, honestly.
Fucking jump scare Valve right there.
Well, yeah, I was just so taken aback. I didn't know how to react. Because I'm like, oh, how's it doing, kiddo? It's so good to see you. You're bald. What? Where did that come from? Because the thing is, it's funny. It's so funny. Because there are two states of ages that I look like when, or I guess 3 stages. When I'm bald, when I have stubble on my head, when I have my hair fully grown out. When I'm bald, I look like I want to say, I look like a late 20s, early 30-year-old man. You know, when I have the stubble, I look like a 40-year-old college professor. But when I have my hair fully grown out, I look like a teenager. And so, like, I'm just over here like, child, why do you gotta say that to me? Like, who taught you this in these 4 years? Who taught you it was okay? The first thing you say when you see somebody is, "You're a bald."
Gaining sentience, that's what taught him.
Yeah. It's like, it's if my mom were still alive, because like they had, you know, that was Nana, and even she still even calls my mom that. She still even calls my mom that. She still calls her Nana, and excuse me. If my mom were still alive, if that was the first thing that she would have said to my mom in like a year after not seeing her, I'm pretty sure my mom would have clapped back with something. Instead of me going like, well, excuse you, my mom probably would have said, oh yeah, well at least I'm not as short as you.
Damn.
No, my mom was
God,
a
imagine
savage.
if you had done that instead.
Well, if I would have done that, my, you know, sister-in-law would have just freaking, she would have like backhanded me. Like, I have more class than to criticize a child. You're gonna head off? Got a long day ahead? Heck yeah, Kevin. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day. But anyway, yeah, it was just like, I love my niece to death, and I'm expecting another one on the way because my twin brother and his wife are expecting. So I'll have another one. And so I just pray that when they see me for the first time and they have the capacity to speak, they don't go, I feel like I'm speaking like John Mulaney with this. Like, just in the inflection. Like, it's very much I just pray that when my brother when he has his kid, I just pray that child doesn't look at me and first thing out of their mouth, the little 2-month-old child that has yet to speak, it doesn't even understand the world, it's barely conscious, not even sentient. The first word that comes out of this child's mouth, he looks me dead in the eyes. Those beady little motionless eyes, and says, bald. Do you know how much that would hurt my self-esteem? Children are awful.
Oh my god.
That's exactly, like, that's how I feel with this.
That's perfect.
Thank you.
That was beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. Pride myself on my dumb John Mulaney impression. Well, the thing is,
I love it so much.
It's easy to do like John Mulaney because the thing is, it's an inflection thing. It's someone get a burn for that, or someone get that burn deal. Honestly, it's like, I love you, child, but you can't go around pointing out people's physical appearances.
That's just
It's
how
like,
kids are, unfortunately.
It's like I look at her and say, "Ha, one of your thumbs looks like a toe." It's like, who points that out? Like I said, I love her to death. And I had a conversation with her about that because while everyone at the table was like talking amongst themselves, I was sitting down and catching up with her. And so, like, so I can't go around calling you the silence. Also, my wonderful head mod Tay. We love Tay. Tay, we need to try see if we can organize a Sonic Riders tournament. That or a Kirby Air Ride tournament. I'm just saying. Also, I want to play Apex. Let me know when you're available. I want to play the new character. He is so much fun. Is he a he? I don't know. Apex Legends Prodigy. It's all in caps. Wonderful. Dang it, now I'm just on the John Mulaney cadence.
Yeah, I was not gonna point it out. I'm just like, you know what? That's fine.
You're so needy, dear.
I was like, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my boyfriend, Tay.
Of course.
Of course.
How silly of me. I should have known.
Okay. Okay, Sparrow is his name. And he is a he. Okay. I want to make sure that, we being Gucci over here with our pronouns.
Pronouns.
Yeah. Well, Tay also sent me, like, this new game, or just, like, sent a link to this new game that came out last month, or in March. I really like twin-stick shooters, so, like, you know, Enter the Gungeon? Do you know
What?
Do you know a game called Enter the Gungeon?
I do not.
Oh.
What?
Basically, you use both sticks to, Dang. Also, Tay's been subscribed for 19 months straight. I don't know how that's nuts.
That's amazing.
We'll just, we'll do that. To be fair, half the Apex cast looks super gender neutral. What is genderless and it is trans? Anything is possible. They're very gender.
Very gender. I like
Very
that.
gender. But Tay's been a busy little guy recently, and so I haven't had the chance to talk or really reach out to them, and it makes me feel sad. Because I love talking with Tay. Like, for instance, I learned very recently, after talking with an individual, which I won't name names, it was a good conversation. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, there's drama, there's stuff like that. I am a man who likes to talk a lot. I unfortunately have a habit of really talking. I also have a very bad habit of being incredibly stubborn. I'm very stubborn. It's a very bad habit. Yes. So, going based on what we talked about right before stream, Willow, with certain people, when I'm a little more myself, I talk a lot. When I'm with, say, like you or just other streamers in general, I tend to be very cordial, very professional. I like to listen, and I'm still professional, normally. It's just that I'm more open and honest about my feelings when I'm with other people. Like, if somebody says something I disagree with on stream that I just, I'm collabing with, I just keep it to myself. But if I'm with, like, a friend, I trust them to handle, like, the disagreement, if that makes sense. Like, if that's the reason why. Yeah. It's disagreements. And so, a disagreement or debate. And so, after talking with an individual, a good friend, after talking with him, I realized how, it's been a while since I've really talked with somebody that is just as stubborn as I am.
I love that. Stubborn meets stubborn.
Yes. And it is very much the impossible, or the unstoppable force meets the immovable object. And that's what it felt like. And so I love him dearly, but it also made me, like, have a moment of self-consciousness that I was just like, oh man. And I went, because the thing is, Tay and I have disagreements. We have disagreements, decently.
Yeah, we're
And
humans,
uh-huh.
I assume.
And sometimes it's hard for me to admit when I'm wrong. That just comes from all of the men in my family, unfortunately. It's no excuse by any means. I'm trying to be better at it. But it's just like, I understand now the folly and the annoyance that comes with it. Because you ever have a conversation with somebody who they are wrong, but they either double down or they just don't concede?
Yes. I'm incredibly stubborn, and I date incredibly stubborn people.
Oh. I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
experience.
So, and the thing is, it's not like I'm debative or combative on everything. It's just, it depends on the situation, but for the most part, I don't debate on every little thing. But it's just, when it does happen, it's hard for me to acknowledge sometimes. I've been better at it. I've been trying to be better at it. So, you know. But thankfully, it's never to a degree of, verbally hurting somebody, if, like, insulting them.
Which is good.
It's simply just, I think I'm right, even though I'm clearly wrong, but my pride won't allow me to concede and say, you know what, you're right, I'm sorry. Or at least that was a lot
Honestly,
of me.
I have those.
Uh-huh.
When I have one of those situations, I typically wait for myself and whoever I'm arguing with to have a more calmer moment when tensions are not as high, and then I'm like, okay, I was really fucking wrong, and I want to apologize. Like, that's how I usually do it. If I have been in one of those moments where my pride won't let me say I'm wrong during that argument, I'll think about it later on and be like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Tay, where's
Like,
Milky the
that's how I deal
Crouton?
with it.
It's Milky the Crouton is gone. No, it's an emote that. So, it's funny. There's a streamer that I follow because of Tay. I follow him. I don't really watch his streams. Maybe once a year, I'll do it. I have been following, and I've been subscribed to this person every month. It's on a recurring payment. It's $6 a month. And what the... Milky the Exodia. I hate that. I only subscribe to this person named Milky the Squid. I only subscribe to them just because of their emotes. That is the only reason. I don't watch their content. I'm a part of the Discord, but again, only because of their emotes. Like,
I do that.
you may or may not have seen this emote that I use a lot, and I'm almost tempted to get a Val version of it done.
That one, yeah. I've seen you use that one so much.
Yeah, I love it. It's so goofy. It's so dumb. But like I don't watch his content, but I've been subscribing to him for like almost 2 years now, like non-stop. It's funny. It's really funny to me. Aileron, flap, wing, flap. What is that? That's the wing mount. What do you need? What is it? Wing wiring. There it is. So, we all have those people we follow just for emotes.
Yes.
Oh, that is a nice jet. Looks like a Learjet, actually. What is this? Anti-gravity? Wait a minute. Huh? Is this to like an all right, wing wiring, wing mount sensor, same. Anti-gravity panel.
It's part of the story and lore that's going on in this town. There we go.
Cockpit sensors. You've been subbed to him for 38 months? Hold on, how long have I been subbed to him? How can I check that?
In your subscriptions.
Bro, you right. You're so right, bestie.
Oh, it's so nice to hear someone say I'm right. Where are the Kong sensors?
Okay, maybe I need to like go to my. You collect emotes and stickers from various servers. That's the thing. I've started doing that, where I just like getting stickers from different things. Let's see. Like my next sub to him will be in. I've been subscribed to this person for 15 months, and my current sub streak is 15 months.
Wow.
Yeah. That's goofy. So, because I actually cleared all of my subscriptions, because I typically, because I'm a college student, I try and save money. So I try and save my money, and so I don't really get wonderful. I don't really get subscriptions because that's just it's a $6 a month, and I just can't do that for a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So I purged a lot of my subscriptions, and it makes me sad, but I need money to pay for. I'd rather use that $6 to buy like a thing of. Oh, it's this one. I'd rather use that $6 to buy like 2 packs of chicken I can use for dinner. Wing mount sensors. Oh, but yeah, that was something I was thinking about before. Vortex generator, aileron. Is that what it is? Is that the static wick? That was something I was thinking about. Yeah, somebody. My buddy Miller. Like when we were traveling together in Vegas, like I peeked my head out of like the bathroom and just stared at him for whatever reason. And when I did that, he took a picture of it. But because it was just my eyes, my bald head, and my eyebrows, man takes that picture, looks at me, and says, "Jackbox looking, aw." And I didn't know how to react to that. I did not know how to react to that. I felt so taken aback.
Oh my god.
He wasn't wrong. That's the problem. He wasn't wrong.
Oh, that's so much.
Like,
oh my god.
Because my eyebrows are very well maintained. They're thick, like bushy eyebrows, but like they're well maintained and well kept. And so because of that, like if you looked at my face from just like right above my nose and above, when my head is shaved, I look like the Jackbox party guy. And it makes me feel. Let's see, because this is the fuselage. The fuselage is underneath here. I look at Val and feel a desire to play some Champed Up and TKO. Alright, so. If I had to guess.
That's true friendship right there.
It really is. It has to be this one right here. No, because I already got this one.
It should be flashing.
It should be. Tay, should we do a Jackbox night in the server? Because if I'm not streaming as much, I would not mind spending the time. Like, oh, it's back there.
It's like the.
Oh, that's the wing mount sensor.
I'm not gonna say it. There we go.
You're not gonna say it?
Like, sometimes I wonder what my brain thinks. I was gonna say cloaca, and I'm like,
No, sweetie, honey, no. Honey, no.
I'm like, no. Brain, please. Brain.
I shouldn't have, I shouldn't have to kick into, like, parent uncle mode and be like, sweetie, honey, no, that's not the cloaca. That's a cockpit, or that's like a no. Cloaca is the bird thing. That's the bird
flies.
thing. Huh?
It flies.
It flies.
Oh my god.
Not a bad idea, but you have to be a little
Listen.
picky about people for that. I know I do. And the thing is, I'd probably have to turn on family-friendly mode. Just for like the first game or two. But then we play Murder Trivia Mystery Party. And then I sweep the floor because I am a god when it comes to trivia. Wait a minute. Wait, is it hydraulic?
What did the flirty shark say? You've got me hooked, shawty.
Oh, it's right here.
Where?
It's right
Oh.
here.
Okay.
Shoddy is like a melody in my head that I can't keep on got me singing like. Na-na-na-na every day. It's like my iPod stuck on replay. Replay. Wow, look at that plane. You just see the strip go across. Time to take a sippy
Love
sip
that.
of water.
Ooh, I should probably get some water.
Oh, that's... Oh. Did I fill this with tap water? Oh.
What'd you do?
I think I filled... Frolic boat. I think I filled it with tap water. I hate tap water.
Oh, darling. Oh, no.
Eh.
Also, I
Yep.
want you to look at the little cat.
It's a little cat!
Oh!
Like... Magnificus? Look, I don't care what anybody says. Tap water's gross.
Yes.
But it's purified. It's put through a water filter. Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, you don't know how to adjust the ratio on your water softener. And because of that, it tastes like hard water, and it's just gross.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I will
I don't
spend
know, I
the...
have a weird thing about, like, water flavor.
Yeah. It'll either be too metallic-y or mineral-y, or it'll be like Arrowhead. Ugh, ugh, ugh. I hate Arrowhead water. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like tap water? Like, I hate tap water.
I can't.
Not to
can't.
Not to
And
mention,
my poor sweet husband,
Uh-huh.
he went through so many water brands to see which one I actually liked
Uh-huh.
and could handle.
Uh-huh.
Because I have a weird thing about water flavor.
You seem like a Dasani kind of person.
Actually, no.
Okay, hold on. Is it a brand of water I would know? Have you
Funny
found...
enough, it's
have you-
like generic,
Is like... Because I get
specifically from one store. Just,
I get mine from Walmart.
mm-hmm.
And I get it from Walmart, and it's called Sam's Choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
I do
I
like
believe, 20 ounces, and I find it to be, it tastes the best to me, but not to mention you get 28 bottles for like $4.50. And it's like 20 ounces or like 24 ounces for the water bottle. Maybe it's like 20 ounces. Which I think is just a steal. Do I like tapping the water? Of course. Alright.
Cuties.
Don't tap the water. Unless you're making a Magic the Gathering joke.
Hey.
But like, yeah, I was never raised to drink out of water tap, because if I drank water like that, I typically drank it from my fridge, or like, it was either from our fridge that purified it and it tasted good, it was good water, or we were the kind of family where we would take like gallon jugs, or like a 4-gallon jug to like the store to fill up with water, and then we just had a water cooler or like a water dispenser. And that's how we would get our water, is we just fill it up that way. Because it was like $4 to fill up that. It was, let's see, I think it was like, yeah, $4 to fill up a 4-gallon jug. And we'd like make like midnight runs to go fill up the water. It's my mom would be like, all right, who has to go run to the store? It's like, okay, I do. It's like, all right, make sure to bring the water jugs. It's like, oh, fine. Because we knew that my mom would sit in the car and like maybe scroll social media or like Facebook back in like 2011, 2010.
Oh.
So it was before Facebook got like, it was when Facebook was just the moms used it.
Mm-hmm.
And so she would make us get out, like after we did the shopping, she would make us get the water, and she would like, here's a handful of quarters, go to town and get the water. And we're like, all right, because we'd have to like pop them in there. You have to align that crap. Align the giant 4-gallon jugs of water, and it sucked. Because the thing is, with the way the system worked with filling it up, it would never fill straight to the top and just stop. It would overflow.
Oh, no.
For like a solid 5 seconds, and then it would stop. And so you would just have this water mess that would run along everything. And it was so annoying. Because, like, who designed a system that's like, yes, hit the button, put 4 quarters in, you get 4 gallons of water, or 3 gallons of water, something like that. It's like, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Oh, he
and
does.
Put your mouth around the spout. No, it dropped straight down. It wasn't like... It wasn't like, I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't like it came from a spout that you had, like a spigot that gave you the water when you turned it on. It was like it had a little nozzle that dropped down. It like lowered itself. And it's so annoying. You would think that they would program it where it could like sense to some degree if it was gonna get filled up, but no. And so it was like we had to coordinate it with me and my brothers. We had to coordinate it like we were running an NFL like play action. It was like, all right, it's approaching. Get ready. The moment it fills up, immediately pull that suck, put a cap on it, pull it out, throw in the next bottle. Just so we can have it start filling up and not.
My husband and his brother-in-laws. I'm just saying.
Oh, how's that?
That's the vibe it gives. Because my mother-in-law would also do that with her 4 sons.
Oh my gosh. You know what's funny is I'm the youngest of 3. I'm the youngest of four sons.
My husband is the second oldest.
Oh, that's funny. I am the baby of my family.
Oh, you're the baby.
I'm the baby. But then again, both of my parents are also the youngest in theirs. Because my dad has a sister and a brother, and then my mom has two older sisters. So they grew up in the 60s and 70s. Like my dad grew up in the 60s more so, and my mom grew up in the 70s, like late 60s and then 70s. Because like my dad, I think, was in 1st grade when the Kennedy assassination happened.
Whoa.
Yeah. And like it was one of the things where like they're in class and just doing whatever they did in the 60s in 1963. And, just like, oh no, arithmetic and racism. Something like that. I'm unfortunately not wrong.
Ah, yes. Mm-hmm.
This was 1960.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Holy crap, that just like lit up like a Christmas tree.
That was beautiful.
Ah, yes, thank you. Well, because this was 1963. The Civil Rights Act wouldn't be passed until, I think, 1965. I could be wrong.
Yeah, like I don't think you're wrong. Like
It was 1964.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah. It was a Civil Rights Act of 1964. Regardless, you know, just during that time, he was in class. Teacher came in, like whispered, or principal came in, whispered something to the teacher. And the teacher was like, "All right, students, looks like we're only gonna have a half day today. You know, pack up and go home." So, and that's what he did. And he was just, my dad was so confused, but in my dad's mind, he was like, "Yay, we only get a half day." My dad walked home, and he got home. He's like, "Mom, Dad, guess what?" And my grandparents were like on the couch, just glued to the TV. Like, as a kid, my dad just didn't, like, he didn't know any better, of course, and so, but just like, it's like, guess what? It's like, you're never gonna believe what happened. And it's just like, yeah, the president got shot. He's like, what? No, they didn't say that. I'm saying that, like, that's the kind of level of just, he didn't know as a kid. Like, how do you...
I totally thought that you were telling us word for word what happened. I'm like, oh,
no. I've never asked him more beyond that. So, I've never asked him more beyond that, because, like, I didn't feel the need to. But yeah, like, my parents were interesting individuals. Like, in the way they described their youth. Because, like, my mom was talking about how when she, like, met my dad, like, really, because the thing is, because they were living in the same city, they're both from the same city of Los Angeles, they lived relatively near each other in different parts of the city, and, like, their parents, their moms, were both a part of the same Girl Scout troop. And so, like, my dad, who was 5 years older than my mom, he was like maybe, my dad was like 7 or something, 8, and my mom was like 3. And so, you know, when the parents would come over, you know, he would, like, play with her or something like that. But, like, my dad didn't know. And so it wasn't until, like, they started dating and they found out, like, when my dad was, like... How old was he? Because this was the 70s, and times were unfortunately a little different. I think when my dad was, like, 25, and my mom was 20... kind of thing, you know. They, you know, they talked about it and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But, like, one of their first interactions with each other was, you know, when my dad is a huge car guy, and he was driving his Mustang, his souped up 4-cylinder Mustang at the time, and as he was driving down the street, he passed by her where she was. Or no, my mom was riding her horse. My mom was riding her horse down the street, and she happened to pass by the house where my dad lived. And she was just like, she passed by my dad outside, who was like typical 70s outfit, or 80s, 70, late 80s, late 70s, early 80s, whatever. She just walked up with her horse, and she's just riding it, and she's like, "Nice Mustang." And my dad was like, "Thanks." "Nice horse." And she's like, "Thanks." And then my mom was like, "You want to trade?" My dad was like, "Sure." And so, like, because my dad was like, she was in her, like, jean shorts and like a tank top or something like that, and my dad was like, he was a tennis player, so unfortunately washing his car, wearing like the short shorts and like a button up for whatever reason. But just like, my dad knew how to ride horses. My dad, you know, and all that. So just, you know, my dad threw the keys to my mom. She flipped over the engine and, you know, revved it. My dad took the reins of the horse, climbed up, put a foot in the stirrup, and threw the leg over the saddle. And they rode down the street together. She driving his car, and him riding her horse. The rest was history. Because I guess people in the 70s, or I guess people back then, had 10 times the charisma and, like, love stories than we do today. It's a different time back then. So. But yeah. They were kooky little kids. There we go. Get all that gunk. There we are. There's that. Oh, come on. Oh, this... Oh, it's all of that. A wild
Like, some
panpour.
people have the cutest little meat cutes, basically.
Uh-huh.
Like my parents, they met because my dad had just gotten out of the military, and he was visiting his friend who works at a clothing shop. And she basically introduced him to the new hire, my mother. And my mom, who just wanted to get fucking commission, because the more clothes she sold, the better her selling stuff would be, whatever. So she was just basically like, yeah, man, let me get you all these clothes. And he, you know, pretty lady, so he's like, yes, I will buy whatever clothes
He went
awooga. Yeah, he went awooga because she actually is beauty queen, blonde hair, blue-eyed cheerleader who became nurse.
That was exactly how my mom was. Because, like, when I was like, it was like, yeah, Mom, like, wait, you know, before you got married or did stuff like that, you know, what did you do? And she's like, well, I did modeling for a bit, and then I did a bunch of commercials in Los Angeles, you know, for TV and advertisements and stuff like that. Had an agent. I'm like, excuse me?
Wow.
She's like, oh yeah, I never told you that? And I'm like, no. She's like, oh yeah, that happened. So, and it's, since that was like the 80s, you know, thankfully she had enough courage to stand up to a lot of just the sleazy people. Not to mention, my dad was more than willing to knock people out at the time. So,
wow.
Well, it's Los Angeles in the 80s. What do you expect?
True, very true.
So, but yeah, that was, she's like, yeah, a typical day for me, like, back then was like, bro, you mentioned the JFK incident, my internet crashed. Oh my word. Well, get better internet.
Damn.
I don't know what to tell you. Next time, get some internet that can handle the Neutron style. And so because like I said, living in the 80s back then was just an entirely different experience. And honestly, I'm a little jealous at times. You know,
yeah.
But like I loved my child and I loved growing up with what I had. So I'm certainly not ungrateful for my child and my life. I'm going to send your PC back to Amazon if you keep up the sass. No, please. I still need to get
Abolish the state of sass.
I just need to, I'm a ball of sass. That's why if you look at the sticker of me with the microphone, it's just screaming into the microphone. There are no thoughts, just screaming. I
Oh
still
gosh, the
need
screams.
I still need to reimburse you for the plane ticket. I haven't forgotten. Don't worry. I need to reimburse you for the plane ticket and for the thingy, the GPU. I haven't forgotten. I don't want you to think I have. I've been paying my bills, paying my tuition, so I'm working a lot more this month, or like the next this month and next month. So just informing you. Tay was gracious enough to help. Like, Tay was gracious enough to fly out to where I was, to where I live, and like we've met each other IRL, and he was gracious enough to fly out here, and you know I'm not hard up for money. Just get around to it whenever. Of course, I just don't want to make you think. I just don't want you to think I've forgotten. But he, you know, flew to where I was, and we hung out. And I showed him a lot of the stuff where I live, because I live in a small college town. And just with that, there we are. He even, like, for the time being, gave me with the expectation of paying him back, of course, for he upgraded my GPU with his old one. And even was so kind to gift me a little stream deck, a little 2x4 stream deck, which I love and I use every day, and a game capture thing, which I need to use a lot more. So I'm planning to get a PS3 again, but I also want to get a Wii. So I want to get a Wii, and I want to finally get back to playing Punch Out on the Wii. So, hell yeah. Like, that was a hard game. I almost lost to Glass Joe, and I never want to have that happen again. Glass Joe is the first character in Punch Out. The man is French, and like that doesn't determine a whole lot. But the thing is, so it's a window frame, a pole, the gold trim, and the cleats, and then cabin pillars and walls. Oh, I see. Heck yeah. Yeah, I almost lost to the first character in the game, and he is ridiculously, like, easy to beat. Bro literally has a 0.99 record in game. Yeah.
Oh.
The character that I almost lost to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was oh no, I hit the wrong buttons. It was very sad that I almost lost to him. And I'm glad I didn't. Let's see. Gold trim? What is it? And I got decently far. I just never finished it. And I really want to. And the thing is, in my small college town, people are always selling Wiis. You'd be surprised. Like, it's a college town. If somebody has a Wii, it's a party item. Oh, this... Dang it, I have to finish cleaning my pole.
You should really clean your poles better.
But cleaning the pole is hard. Wait, no, that's not what I meant.
No.
No. Where's the gold trim? Is it this? Yeah. Hell yeah. Any chance you can clean the town's monster truck? Some prize donuts have poured concrete all over it. I don't know what that means. Like, let's see. Let's see. If I open up my handy-dandy Facebook Marketplace... there it is, down there. Hell yeah. We got 30 minutes. Let's see. Let's log in here.
Look, it's so cute.
Oh my gosh! It's a cat.
He's a kitty cat.
Yeah, kitty cat. Alright, let's see here now. No, that's right. Facebook Marketplace makes sure they, last time I used Facebook Marketplace, I was searching up a desk. Somebody selling an AT-2040 for $80. Yo, somebody selling a weight set? Oh, they're selling it for 40. Facebook is like, did you just log in? Hey, yo! Somebody selling a 3DS XL with charger for $200. Hold on. I have to... Where is it? Where is he? I have to send it to my wonderful little guy. Val, Ruby says hi. Yay! We love Ruby. Evening, my boss. Hello, Silver. The most wonderful Silver teeny. Somebody selling an Emma... What is an... Oh. X-Men 23. Tygo de Silva Emma Frost dress variant 2023 Ice Queen. Or White Queen. Interesting.
Mm.
Somebody's selling a K-truck? This is the thing. College towns have the best, like... College towns have the best random stuff for sale.
Yeah, they do.
I should be, like... Oh. Oh. Oh, it's a 2DS XL. I'm not well. Tomorrow I'm going to drown myself in the gym. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, I hope things feel better. I hope it gets better. I'm going to the gym tonight. Let's see. Let's see if somebody's selling a Wii. Somebody's giving away old Wii games. Cool. Ah, look at that. 115. That was 7 weeks ago. It was a black Wii bundle, like the black one, the black colored Wii.
Mm-hmm.
It's the console, two motion sensor Wiimotes, the power cord, HDMI adapter, and sensor bar. I don't know if they sold it. Date listed. Let's see in the last 7 days. Oh, a day ago. Somebody selling let's see. It's just the console stand. No cords, motion sensors, or remotes. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just engrossed in finding the Wii games. Yo, somebody's selling Mario Kart Double Dash! And Mario and Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. Huh. Interesting. They're selling a GameCube. You're like doing all the work over there, and here I am just like goofing around looking.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I don't mind. I'm just vibing.
There's no slider or the right side of the top, so it's a 2DS. I see. I broke up with a girl a few days ago and she's already with someone else. To drown my sorrows, I'm going to fill my body with pain. Oh, don't say that. I'm sorry.
Oh, honey.
Chill game. Is there any lo-fi playlist that doesn't give copyright to accompany the game? Here, I can go back to what I was, because this is just a playlist of like city jazz, if you want to call it that. But I will gladly go back to just normal lo-fi.
Because when I play any sort of lo-fi, I do
I just do
Spirit City lo-fi.
Oh, I just do lo-fi girl.
Because they have. Oh, she's also good.
Because
they kind of confirm that even if you play their music without playing the game, they're not going to copyright or anything.
Actually, I know what I can play. So there's this really wonderful artist named Tokyo Music Walker, and they're a Japanese-based creator, and they make a lot of lo-fi stuff. They've been doing it for the past couple of years, and it's really good music. And they're like, I don't care what you play from my stuff, so long as you credit me. So, I really like their music. So, and I actually reached out to the artist. I reached out to the artist like on Twitter because I saw that they had one, and I just DM'd them. I said, "Hey, my name is Val. I'm a content creator, and I just want." Oh, that's loud. I'm like, "Hey, I really love your music. I've been listening to it for a very long time. I've been listening to music for a very long time, and I think you're a wonderful like music creator. And if I could play your music on my streams, what could I do for that?" And they're like, "Well, thank you so much for reaching out. That you've been a fan for so long. As long as you credit me, anybody's more than welcome to use my music." And then they ended up following me on Twitter. So,
Aw, that's sweet.
yeah, it's really wonderful, really kind. So hopefully this is a little better, Silver. Val, stop being sexist. You're making your partner clean everything while you watch. Just kidding, boss. You're right, I need to get back to the work. The main things you could play on the Wii, I would recommend is Paper Mario Punch-Out and Xenoblade, but 2 of those have Switch remasters you could play instead. But that's the thing. If I get it, I'd like to play it on I'd like to play on the Wii. The thing is,
On the Wii.
oh my goodness. Play like freaking I would just be playing Wii Sports. No. The heck you mean nuh-uh? You don't want to play Xenoblade on the Wii? That's fair. Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii U, is that what I would play? You play like a I play like a speedrunner? Or are you saying like that's what the game feels like? To be fair, I have the tendency to play like unless I get really invested, I tend to I play like a speedrunner. That's what you're saying, Silver. I'm going to shoot you for that comment.
Are you a speedrunner?
Wait, what do you mean? For what comment?
What?
What'd I say?
Ooh.
It's okay. It's Tay. He knows I know he's I know he's joking. It's Kilo. Val, yes, Tony.
Oh. Aw, thank you, Kilo.
Oh,
My better son. Always
you are a
complimenting
nerd.
His mother.
Oh, thank you. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is on the Wii. Xenoblade Chronicles X is on the Wii U. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and 3 on the Switch. Oh, I know nothing. I've never played a Xenoblade game. I know nothing about it. Val, you're one handsome man? Aw, thank you, Kilo. You are one handsome lad.
We love Kilo.
Val is a male wife. Hell yeah. Look, all I'm gonna say is this. One, well, I'll say 2 things. You guys are right. Have been right all along. I have recently learned that I am a bottom. So, you can now stop bugging me about that. I won't say no anymore. What's up, Willow?
That was in question?
What do you mean that was in... Just because I've always fought it.
Oh, okay. I see.
Bottom like 4 Mile. Gosh dang it, I love Bully. I love Bully. Do you mean Bully Mile? Val, it's okay. I've learned that I'm also a bottom. And there you go. Like... Is it weird to say, is it odd to say I'm a bottom with power bottom tendencies?
No?
This is, because this is how, this is how I came to the conclusion. I'm not going to be like, say, this is how, like, what I mean is, let me explain this, let me word this. I literally took the test. I don't know what the test is.
Oh. Oh, really?
The BDSM test?
Oh? I think so. That's
Oh, okay.
typically what they mean by the test.
Well, it's just that the test is intentionally vague.
But you should always take that, like,
Okay.
you know, multiple times, because your tastes change throughout your life, you know?
The last time I took it was like when I was a freshman. Because, like, I get very frustrated when... I get very frustrated when people don't know what they want.
Mm-hmm.
You took it yesterday. Alright, that's fresh on your mind. But I've learned I get very frustrated when people don't know what they want.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I become all supervisor mode. Where I'm like, alright, hold on. Let me get in there. That's not how you do it. You're just making it worse.
That's fucking hilarious.
Let's see. Gotta get underneath there. Alright. I'm going to stand on top of the monster truck and do a quick test. So excuse me one moment. Actually, I'll probably like stand over here. His freaking streams are a confession booth, and people were getting on to me about my type. Val is a backseat pillow princess during the whole... What the hell does that mean?
I love pillow princesses, so it's fine.
What the hell is that?
Basically, during the act, they just lay back and don't do anything. They don't reciprocate. Everything needs to be done to them, because they are the princess.
Alright. Shut your mouth. I am not.
Pillow princesses, though.
At bedtime, you were the smallest shell. What does that mean? Alright, hold on.
I don't.
Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. I want to take it anonymously. I pinky promise I'm not a robot. Alright.
Are you doing the test?
I'm doing the test. What is homo flexible?
Are you doing the in-depth one, or...?
What is homo flexible? Where a person is primarily attracted to the same sex gender but may... Okay, no, that's not it. I was... Okay, there we are. A maximum accuracy. Alright. Show all the questions. How many times have you taken this test before? Third or more. Alright. Willow, you might need to help him. Alright, silence.
I can help you if you need, okay? Just let me know.
That's the thing. I have, like, a lot of neutral opinions about this stuff. I just see pain. What? No! Maybe.
I love that I went to helpful mother mode with this shit. I'm just like, if you need help, sweetie, let me know.
Val, I opened the base version of Riders because you brought up the competition. I literally forgot how this game looked. I like forcing my partner into submission. Oh. Oh. Feeling physically overpowered is one of the most liberating feelings. Huh? Huh? I'm not into that. V is literally the only one that knows. Who's V?
I don't know.
V?
I feel like you're gonna have a lot of... You're not gonna have a lot of hundreds. I wonder.
Ideally, I would command my partner. I don't... Val is to Switch. I am Switch 2, guys. Remember that guy that hopped in a VC with you in Ultra Kill? Yes. I remember. It's been a while. Val hates forcing anyone to do anything. He just apologizes like a Canadian. I don't... Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that statement. I'm willing to try anything. Oh,
I'm loving your reactions. That's the best part of this, honestly.
I like to be totally helpless. No. That's the
But you
Pillow
reminded me,
Princess
I do
question.
need to
right?
retake this test at some point.
That's V. Val, honey, yes. You don't have to read out this. I know I don't, but it's like. That's why I'm being careful in how I read it out loud. You don't know my answers! Receiving care, being spoiled, etc. are some of the main things I look for in a relationship. That's Pillow Princess talk. I disagree. I don't like being spoiled. Large age differences. Whoa! No. We are not into pet play. Sorry. Nope. Nope. No. 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 Sorry. My responses are like Markiplier responses.
Honestly, yeah.
Val don't like the hag. No, it's just that I'm not gonna justify myself.
You don't have to, sweetheart. You're okay.
Being treated with little to no respect? What?
It can be nice, okay?
Willow? Willow? There's no...
What's up, sweetheart?
Often put up a fight in bed. What?
That's also nice.
I do like the romantic aspect. I currently have a master mistress in my life. Unless we count Mistress Lenore. No. Mistress Lenore is a streamer, by the way.
I also have one who's also a streamer. Arna knows what to talk about, so.
Assuming I was single, I would like to join an existing couple or polygroup's relationship. No.
Oh, do you not like poly relationships?
Never been in one. I've never felt a desire to. I don't see the appeal. I don't see the appeal of it for me. I don't judge anybody who's in that. I just don't see it for me. Do you need someone to hold your hand?
Understandable.
Clearly, I do. What time will the live stream go on today? For the next 15 minutes. Normally, I'd be streaming at from 2 to 4, but because I'm working like from 8 to 5 this week, I'm going back to my 6 to 8 because the thing is I have to do homework and then I have to then I'm going to the gym. I don't know. Maybe I just have to talk with somebody about it, but I've never considered it. So I know not a lot about it, so I was going to invite you to play Mohan World. What's Mohan World? Sorry, what was that?
I mean, if you ever have questions.
After stream, mayhaps.
Sure.
Being physically restricted? No. Feeling like prey? What are these questions? Nice. Okay, but what constitutes a
That's
fetish?
like whenever you get chased down, you know?
When you get chased down? Oh, Monster Hunter. I'd be down for that, Silver. Not today, though, but I would certainly be down. Freaking love play Monster Hunter. A group of people that serve one master mistress. Excuse me? Alright, there are a lot of these I could just say straight up disagree to. Nope, nope. 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 Gosh. We're like 0 for 10 here. Not really. Nope. bit. Nope. Nope. Maybe.
Yeah, I
Nope.
definitely feel like you're not gonna have a lot of
Nope.
hundreds in there.
Well, I don't like pain. I don't like domination, so to speak.
You know?
I don't know. For me, when it the idea of relations in that regard, it feels more like a tango, a dance, and that's what I like. I'm not in it for conquest. I'm in it for. Like I said, I like
the partner, I guess.
I like for it to
Kind of
feel like
vibes.
it. I like for it to feel like a dance, not so much a gladiatorial bout.
Bruno, be nice.
Some of them were meh, but a lot of them was like, what the heck? What do you mean, coward? It's Dreamy! What's going on, buddy? Our favorite wonderful burb.
Ooh,
I can't.
verb.
Also, Dreamy, why am I not following you? Let's change that. Now I'm following you. Get followed, nerd. A lot of kinks come from trauma and can be kinks can... What?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of mine is from trauma.
How does...
I
What do
can
you mean?
explain after
No,
stream if you want.
not that, not that. That I understand. Are kinks hereditary? I keep smacking my mic.
They can be, yeah.
It's relatively well documented that personality is to some degree heritable. Certain traits tend to run in families. As Dr. Lee Miller can attest, from having surveyed thousands of people on this subject, our sexual fantasies can be read, at least in part, as a reflection of our personalities. Extroverts, for instance, are especially drawn to group stuff and non-monogamy fantasies. The fantasies of highly conscientious individuals tend to be more detailed, with a particular emphasis on relations in unique settings like the beach. What? Huh?
Bruno, are we playing nice?
I don't know how I feel. Trauma gang unite.
Hey.
Not Val's aggressive Googling, yeah. Maybe my trauma would explain my particular likes and interests.
It could.
No. No. Unfortunately not.
Mm-hmm.
I am currently in a long-term relationship. I have to absolutely disagree. Oh. What do you mean unethical to
Bruno.
execute? What does that mean?
Huh?
I know what that
Wait, hang on.
means. It
What?
says, I have plenty of fantasies which would at the very least be unethical to execute.
I mean, I know a few that could be, yeah.
Excuse me. Good for you, Tay. Thank you so much for being so open with me about your results. I would like to provide... What are these questions?
They're in-depth questions.
These are stupid questions.
Sir. That is not nice.
They're unique questions. Should I say...
Thank
Alright,
you.
you're all not sending me all of your results. I'm not doing a reaction stream of, oh, well, let's see, put on my, like, armchair psychologist glasses. Let's see here. Huh.
So I shouldn't take this and then send you.
If you do that, that's fine. You're fine. You get a
Since-
pass from that.
Since, you know, we're doing this right now.
a nurturing, guiding, and almost parental role. Pardon me, I'm just simply speechless. But you're not... but not your artist who mentioned the test. You can if you want. At this point, I can't. Talking back in a teasing, disobeying. All right.
Rats are cute, okay?
Perhaps it's just my inexperience. The one thing I know for sure, the one thing I know for sure is I just don't like pain. I just don't.
Understandable.
That one I can say based on experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like this question. I don't need physical pleasure. If my partner's enjoying it, that's all I need. Like, I like that. Maybe I'm just too much of a cinnamon
Like,
roll.
it goes into all...
Like, it goes from...
all sorts of...
This is the, like, paradoxical nature of this test, is it goes from, I don't need physical pleasure. As long as my partner's enjoying it, I'm okay with it. And the next question, I enjoy verbally degrading my partner. It's like, that went south so fast.
Listen, they want to be in depth about it, you know?
Nope. 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 Neutral. Neutral. Nope. Because I'm trying to blaze through this now. Val's going to have 100% vanilla, and like everything else is 30% or lower. And if it is, yeah.
It happens.
Urinal, what?
Ugh.
Dressing or behaving like a... No. That's honestly kind of funny. Wow, it says I'm a dom more than I'm a sub.
Huh.
Go
Interesting.
figure. But it says I'm much more of a switch. Alright, hold on. Let's see. I guess I could just... Someone send me... What was that? Oh. Alright. Let's see.
Oh, now you help.
Oh, yeah, now I... Ah!
The last two things?
Hell yeah. Shut your mouth, Tay. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Oh my god, I love
My most notable ones are
you
sub
just
and
go
vanilla.
right. The replay, it's so perfect. You're just standing over in the corner.
Oh, hold on. I gotta see if I can witness this again. Overview. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, let's go back to our just chatting screen.
Oh.
Goodness. Val's eyes got open there, huh? Yeah. All right. Willow, are you going to continue streaming, or are you also going to call it there?
I'm probably gonna continue streaming.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is what I'll do. So, not a word of it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. This is
What, from me?
Yeah. I just sent you the results. So, let's see. Patreon. Hell yeah. Val, just know that we love you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, we do love you no matter what.
So, I am going to just raid into you.
Mm-hmm.
But, my goodness. I have to do that regard. Did you take a look at it?
Me? Yes,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. These make sense.
What do you mean these make sense?
Yeah. These make sense.
They just don't appeal to me!
It makes sense.
Why is
I'm
it
not
only,
saying it's a bad thing.
why is it only
It fits.
Why is it only 19% non-monogamist?
I mean, you might be curious.
All right. I have to. If that's the case, it's a matter of breaking the Christian upbringing that I had. There
Could be it.
there are lots of things that at very low percent, basically just like I predicted. You know what?
Yeah, I predicted this. Yeah.
What do you mean? You didn't? You said nothing.
I said that you were not going to have 100 in anything. And I was right.
Fine. Smelly.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying.
No, it is a-okay.
Thank you, Day. I appreciate you.
All right, let's see.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll take mine, and then I'll send you the most recent results.
I don't think I'm
Because
prepared.
I feel like my tastes have changed since my last one.
Let's see. Let's get that started. Because that way I can go be my good little preppy academic boyo. And go do my homework like the good little noodle I am. Because clearly based on my results,
Yes, you are a good little noodle.
based on my results, I'm clearly just a good noodle.
You're a good bean. You're a sweet good bean. I tell you that all the time.
Thank you. And I like it like that. Maybe not the top two, but I like it.
Really? Why? I mean, I
What?
don't see them as bad.
I don't know, maybe the connotation.
Both those are nice.
Maybe that's where the non-monogamous comes in.
A little, yeah.
Val is definitely a good boy. I'm a golden retriever.
I learned that I have puppy energy.
I saw
Today.
the Twitter post.
I was so excited. I'm like, he's home. He's home early. And then it was like immediately if you see like a dog get really happy and then get immediately sad. That's how it felt.
Oh yeah. Most kinks aren't even my choice. Some of them are unfortunately not. Also, we're about to raid into you, so hold on. Bye!